Too many things are going this way. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna do that. Even down to my travel, I'm like, ooh, if it's like off, that flight ain't for me, or this ain't for me. Like,
Angela Simmons shut everything down with just 3 words. When asked if she was single, her answer was short, but loud enough to make it clear she was talking about Yo Gotti. The crazy part? The roles flipped completely because now it's Gotti hitting her phone non-stop, begging for another shot after Gorilla straight up embarrassed him in public. Angela had been staying quiet for months before that IG live, pulling back from all the late-night calls, flashy gifts, and non-stop gossip.
You know, so then that was kind of like a hold up. You know what I'm saying? What's going on here? And
did that make you want to be a rapper more, or make you want to make money to get it back?
Nah.
But let's not forget, Gotti's crush on Angela has been no secret since way back in 2015. That's when he slid into her DMs and boldly said, "I just followed Angela Simmons. Boy, I got a crush on Angela Simmons." He wasn't low-key about it at all. He told the whole world. People were like, "Dang, Gotti, you bold, F it, let them know." And this wasn't just some random woman he was crushing on either. Angela Simmons, daughter of Rev Run, hip-hop royalty, and basically untouchable, was always out of reach. But Gotti didn't care. He was out here saying, "Yeah, I want her," in public. From rap lyrics to interviews, his feelings for her were on full display. And eventually, it turned into a real relationship that shocked everybody.
No, I'm not with him.
No.
Yeah, not by choice, but I respect him.
By 2023, the rumors were over. They went Instagram official. Angela posted a flawless photo of them together with the caption, "You are everything I need." Fans lost it, calling them the ultimate adult couple goals of hip-hop. Finally, a love story that seemed classy and grown. But here's the twist. Behind all that picture-perfect Instagram love, insiders say cracks were already forming. The same relationship that looked like a fairy tale online was starting to crumble in real life. Once again, social media had people fooled with staged smiles and filtered romance. Allegedly, the fairy tale was already cracking. Word on the street was that Angela started feeling like she was the only one putting in real effort. An insider even spilled that Angela believed she was giving way more energy than she ever got back. Yo Gotti's schedule was wild. Studio sessions, business moves, non-stop grind, and Angela felt like she was being pushed down the priority list. And let's be real, Angela is no one's sidekick. She runs her own fashion brands and wants real stability, not just to be a +1 for the cameras. Meanwhile, things got messy around Gotti's camp. His artist Glorilla was suddenly everywhere, always in the studio, popping up at parties and riding the wave after FNF blew up. At first, people brushed it off as business, but we all know how it works. Whispers become rumors, and rumors turn into full-blown headlines. Soon folks were side-eyeing Gotti, accusing him of getting way too close to Glorilla. Then boom, the bombshell. Glorilla went live on IG and straight up embarrassed Gotti in front of the world. Just like that, his whole image seemed to collapse. Angela, the goals, the polished rep, all slipping through his hands. Crazy, right? What started as a rapper's dream relationship, something out of a hip-hop fairy tale, quickly spun into one of the most chaotic breakups the internet has ever seen. And here's where it got shady. Angela didn't even have to say much because the internet was already clocking the vibes. People noticed Gotti wasn't treating Glorilla like a normal artist under his label. He was acting like a man trying to lock something down. Remember that over-the-top birthday stunt when he pulled up with a brand new Maybach truck? Yeah, that move had people talking non-stop. This wasn't just a birthday cake or some flowers. Gotti pulled up with a $200,000 Maybach SUV wrapped in a giant red bow. Glorilla posted it on IG calling him the greatest. And fans went crazy in the comments saying it looked more like a proposal than a label move. But he didn't stop there. Next came a $65,000 Audemars Piguet watch, shining heavy on her wrist. That kind of gift had people questioning everything. Was this really just business or something way deeper? Folks online were piecing it together, pointing out how he praised her in every interview, almost bragging like she was more than just an artist. And the energy wasn't low-key either. He wasn't only buying gifts. He showed up at her Memphis birthday party, performing beside her like her #1 fan. This was no regular CEO move. It was loud, it was public, and everybody noticed. Soon people started saying, if Gotti's doing all this for glow, then what does it mean for Angela? Actions speak louder than words, and Gotti's actions had everyone talking. Meanwhile, Angela was posting something totally different. Late at night, she shared a cryptic quote. I desire everything that flows, everything that goes, everything that flows. Fans knew that wasn't just random. It sounded like a woman hinting she won't stand for a man showing loyalty somewhere else. An insider even claimed Angela's not the jealous type. But she's also not blind. She wasn't about to ignore red flags, even if they started as just rumors. All she wanted was more time, more effort, more reassurance from Gotti. But instead, she was watching him get clowned on IG Live by Glorilla while the whole world laughed. And yet Angela didn't rant, didn't throw shade, didn't go messy on social media. Her silence spoke volumes. When asked in an interview if she was single, she simply smiled and replied, "It is best to keep some things quiet. He has my utmost respect and affection, elegant but sharp." That subtle response cut deeper than any angry post ever could. Back then, Angela's classy words, "He's working on his project, I'm glad for him," were seen as elegant, even closure. But fast forward and Glorilla's viral, "I don't need no birdie" moment flipped the whole story. Now, whispers say Gotti's been sliding back, trying to win Angela over in private. Insiders claim he's been calling mutual friends, sending flowers, even lurking on her old IG posts. The classic, "I miss you" move. Meanwhile, fans are replaying Angela's old Angie Martinez interview, where her calm, quiet response now feels like a warning shot. She walked away with dignity, while he's the one scrambling. The internet is eating this up. Blogs say Gotti's doing everything possible to get her back, but the crowd isn't buying it. Some are clowning him for going from chasing his dream woman to begging like a desperate ex, while others argue he spent years pursuing Angela and maybe deserves another chance. Either way, it's messy, and it's only getting louder in 2025. It's wild. Gotti went from looking like the boss who bagged his dream girl to the man who fumbled it all. His public fallout with Glorilla only makes it worse. And now he's stumbling, looking like he wants to crawl back to Angela. But it's bigger than heartbreak. Rumors are swirling about a possible RICO case tied to CMG. Nothing confirmed, but Gotti's name keeps popping up, especially with the Young Dolph trial back in headlines. And when there's smoke in the industry, there's usually fire. For Glorilla, that's dangerous. She's one of rap's hottest names, with festivals and endorsements on deck. The last thing she needs is to get dragged into messy legal drama with her own label boss. No wonder she went live saying she was done. She's protecting her bag before it all crumbles. Angela, on the other hand, is focused. She's a mom, an entrepreneur, building her fitness and wellness empire. Getting wrapped up in Gotti's chaos isn't on her list. Her calm, respectful words felt like a graceful exit, a subtle way of saying she's not here for the circus. Meanwhile, Gotti's left single, scrambling to hold on to his image, and possibly losing his biggest artist at the same time. Here's the real twist. Gotti once strutted around, showing off his win over his longtime crush like it was the crown jewel of his career. But fast forward to now, and the same man looks frantic, scrambling just to keep her attention. Reports claim he's been moving wild behind the scenes, flowers popping up at her doorstep, endless late-night calls that go straight to voicemail, and even trying to set up secret meetups that never seem to happen. These aren't the moves of a boss. They're the desperate stunts of a man watching everything slip away. But Angela, she's not pressed at all. Instead, she's been pouring herself into her businesses, keeping her brand strong, raising her son, and glowing brighter than ever. If you've been watching her lately, her energy says it all. She's smiling, she's shining, and she's moving like a woman completely unbothered. To make it even juicier, there are whispers that she might already be entertaining new suitors. Whether that's true or just speculation, the message couldn't be clearer. Angela is not sitting around waiting for Gotti to calm down. She's living her life. Meanwhile, Gotti's image keeps crumbling. Glorilla's feud with him blasted across the internet, making him look weak, and fans are still clowning him for it. It's bad enough when your own artist goes live and publicly distances themselves, but add on the fact that the woman you chased for years, the woman you finally got, won't even look back at you? That's a brutal double L for Gotti. The internet is eating this up. Some fans are still holding out hope for a reunion, claiming maybe love will bring them back together. But the louder voices, they're roasting him, saying things like, "Bro, you finally realized what you lost." And honestly, it doesn't look like some Hollywood love story. It looks like a messy fall from grace. Angela is thriving, Gotti is scrambling, and the fairy tale he bragged about has officially turned into a public disaster. It looks like a man watching his empire collapse around him. Yo Gotti is clinging to Angela because she was the one steady piece in his life before all the chaos. But now, between the drama with his label and the mess with his artist, he's standing on shaky ground. The wild part? Nobody truly knows what Angela will do next. She hasn't spoken on the Gla situation at all, hasn't addressed Gotti's desperate moves, and instead she's been laser focused on raising her son and building her businesses. That silence says a lot. It's louder than any rant she could ever post. This could end up being one of the most publicized heartbreaks hip-hop has seen in years. If Angela continues ignoring Gotti while Glorilla moves further away, he'll be left standing alone in a mess he basically created himself. The man who once manifested his dream girl for the world to see might now be chasing after someone who's already moved on. What started as a down in the DMs love story now looks like the final chapter of a fairy tale that crashed in front of millions. And make no mistake, people are watching closely. The entire hip-hop world has their eyes on him, waiting to see if Gotti can bounce back from such a public loss, or if this marks the beginning of his downfall. One thing's for sure, when love, loyalty, and legacy clash this hard, the story never just fades away. It echoes. And trust me, the next chapter is going to be even louder, because Angela's next move could change everything. So tell me what you think. Will Angela give him another shot, or is she gone for good? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and I'll catch you in the next one.